It's easy to fall for a rebel, but it's not so easy to understand why. These are the reasons we love bad boys so much. We've seen it on TV, in movies, in our friends, and with celebrities. Some people can't get enough of a bad boy. According to a Love Honey survey, well over a third of both men and women in Britain feel like they could fall for a bad boy or bad girl. And even a powerhouse like Taylor Swift isn't immune to their charms. The pop star told Parade in 2012, "There's a really interesting charisma involved. They usually have a lot to say, and even if they don't, they know how to look at you to say it all. I think every girl's dream is to find a bad boy at the right time, when he wants to not be bad anymore." Well, as it turns out, there's actually some science behind that. There are a few different definitions of what a bad boy is, but in essence, they are largely regarded as people who identify as a man and play by their own rules. They're not interested in doing what everyone else is doing and probably won't show much interest in being tied down in a serious relationship. In teen TV and movies, he's the guy sitting in the back of class chewing gum, distracting his classmates. However, it's important not to get the bad boy confused with someone who's done actual bad things. A bad boy is rough around the edges and a rebel without a cause, but they should have a good heart deep down. He's not evil, he's not abusive, and doesn't mean any real harm. Traditionally, the bad boy is seen as a guy who's overtly masculine and isn't afraid to show it, which can be what makes them so attractive. As psychology professor Dr. Madeleine Fougère explained to Good Housekeeping, men with very masculine traits may have better quality genes, so it could be attractive to women on an unconscious evolutionary level. Essentially, some women may be attracted to certain men because they subconsciously like the idea of traditional manliness and associate it with being able to provide for them, keep them safe, or create a healthy baby. Human behavior and relationship expert Dr. Patrick Wanis agreed with this theory, noting that it can be traced back to when men were considered providers and hunters who would leave the cave to bring back food for women and their children in the early days of humanity. Of course, this would only really explain why some straight cis women are attracted to straight cis men, and doesn't go as far as to explain why some members of the LGBTQ+ community may also have a fondness for the baddie, regardless of their gender. Another reason people may fall for the bad boy is how we were socialized as children. Psychologist Dr. Robin McKay explained to Good Housekeeping that often those attracted to bad boys are good girls, looking to escape from their protected lives. McKay explained, "Girls possess a range of traits like rebelliousness. These traits are typically repressed during childhood, as females are socialized to be compliant and agreeable. If a girl's inner life is unexpressed, she may be drawn to a bad boy as a way of vicariously expressing her own inner rebel."
Sort of exciting, isn't it? Breaking the rules.
Who are you and what have you done with Hermione Granger?
This theory may also explain why some straight women grow out of a bad boy attraction when entering their 30s. As Wanis observed, the more bad experiences someone has with the bad boy type, the more likely they will be to begin seeking out a different personality instead. Clinical sexologist Ness Copper told Metro another reason many people choose the bad boy could be a family pattern. A lot of people who have a thing for bad guys may have grown up around dysfunctional relationships. And if a child sees their mother continually dating a bad boy who doesn't follow the rules, they may see that as being the right choice for themselves as well. Interestingly, there's another theory involving patterns that may also offer some insight into this anomaly, and it's called the random interval reward system. Evolutionary biologist Burrhus Frederick Skinner founded this theory, discovering that when a reward varies in size and gets handed out in totally random intervals, people get addicted. It's for this reason that gambling can be so infectious of a habit. According to relationship expert Dr. Wendy Walsh, this same principle applies to bad boys. She noted that, while a good guy will be consistent, the attraction to a bad boy stems from the fact that he's elusive. The reward of being around him is intense. And it's only increased by the fact that you're not sure when he'll see or spend time with you again.
The fact that he gives his attention in a random way at different intervals makes you addicted.
Finally, the idea of being special enough to change a bad boy can also be a huge factor. Psychiatrist Dr. Margaret Saeed explained to Good Housekeeping that because bad boys aren't usually the kinds of guys who settle down, when they finally do, it can feel like a bigger win than dating a good guy who was looking for a relationship. She explained, "You think that if you can land one, you must be pretty, funny, and smart enough to have won this prize. Unfortunately, due to societal pressures, women are often on an eternal quest for validation and that elusive feeling of being enough. Those who are most susceptible to falling for a bad boy like this are nurturing, empathic people." As licensed psychotherapist Dr. Marnie Feuerman admitted, these people have a tendency to choose to see others in a good light, sometimes not accepting that they can be truly bad. Additionally, Juanis noted people with emotional or psychological issues can also find themselves attracted to this personality type. He stated, "They subconsciously believe they deserve to be treated badly or don't feel lovable or good enough." As Dr. Wendy Walsh shared, those who are truly comfortable with themselves are less susceptible to falling for a bad boy this way. It seems that the key to breaking this cycle is to love yourself, rather than seek validation from these handsome, brooding, walking red flags.